Hey everyone, welcome back to our IELTS Reading Masterclass. In today's video, we're diving into the third and the final passage of reading test from Cambridge IELTS 10. It's called The Psychology of Innovation. So let's start from the beginning and start from multiple choice question. 27 question says that the example of $1 Million Quartet underlines the writer's point about. So the keyword here is $1 Million Quartet. So let's first of all find it. Let's start from the beginning and search for it. Here, as you can see, the $1 Million Quartet is here. So let's read it and find what is our answer. Here, a great natural singer who owns songs wanted to revolutionize popular music with songs that focus black and white music. It's explaining the example, and country and blues. They understand Philip's ambition and believe in it. Orbison wasn't inspired by the goal and only ever achieved one hit with the song label. So it's talking about that they believe in that idea, but the person Orbison wasn't inspired by this goal. So let's find out in this A says that recognizing talent. So this one is not our answer. Working as a team doesn't talk about it at all. Having a shared objective is our answer. Having shared objective or goal. This one is our answer. And the final one, being an effective leader. So it doesn't talk about it either. Let's move on to the next question. James Watson suggests that he and Frank Rice won the race to discover the DNA code because they. So the keyword here is James Watson and Francis Crick and DNA code. So let's find out DNA code in our reading. Here we can see here we have DNA, and if we search it, so let's start from here. Together with Franklin discovered the structure of genetic information carried of all living organisms. When asked how they had cracked the code of array highly accomplished revival industry, he said something that stunned me. He said he and Craig had succeeded because they were aware that they weren't the most intelligent of the scientists pursuing the answer. So here, let's find it in the multiple questions. First off, the first one says, were conscious of their own limitation. So here is our answer. So let's see another one. Brought complementary skills to their partnership. Doesn't talk about it. Were determined to outperform their brighter rivals. No. Encourage each other to release their joint ambition. This one is not our answer. So the answer is A. Were conscious of their own limitation. They know they are not the smartest. The next one, the writers mention competition on breakfast cereal package as an example of how to. So let's find out breakfast cereals. Let's find it. Breakfast cereals. Here is our keyword. So let's read it. The reason why all those competitions on breakfast cereal package encourage us to write in saying is no more than 10 words. I like cornflakes because they were act of writing make us more likely to believe it. So make us to believe in an idea. Let's find it. First one says inspire creative thinking. This one isn't. Generate concise writing. This one isn't. Promote loyalty to the group. Doesn't talk about loyalty. And the last one is strengthen commitment to an idea. Here is our answer. The next one, in the last paragraph, so we know the answer will be in the last paragraph. The writer suggests that it's important for employees to. So let's find out what's said in the last paragraph. Many theories believe that ideas should lead from behind, taking pride, collective accomplishment, and giving credit where it's due. That leaders should encourage everyone to contribute, and simultaneously, as you all consider that every recommendation is important to making the right decision and will be given the full attention. Here also we have our keyword was important. So let's see which one is the answer. The first one says be aware of their company's goal, doesn't talk about it. Feel that their contribution are valued. Have respect for their co-workers' achievement, doesn't talk about achievement at all. Understand what if certain management decisions are made. This one is not, so the answer is a B, because that feel that their contributions are valued. And in the reading says, in the passage says that every recommendation is important to make the right decision, and said leaders should encourage everyone to contribute. So the answer is that. So let's move on to the next type of question, which is matching endings. In this type of question, it's better to start with the questions which are smaller and you can find it better. So here, the smaller and the easiest one is question 32. It says that at times of change, people tend to. So let's find out the keyword change and people tend to. Time of change, people tend to. So the answer here, talk about important. The answer will not be here. Here we have change. So our answer will be here. So let's start and read this passage. Read this paragraph. The value feed matter says because innovation is in part of process of change and under the pursuit, we as a species behave differently when things change. We are hardwired to play it safe. So it says that in this situation we don't like to do risks, something like this. So let's find out which one is our answer. Take chances. So it says we don't like to do any chances. This one isn't. Share their ideas, doesn't talk about it. Become competitive, no. Get promotion, no. Avoid risk. That says they tend to says that, let me find it again. This when things change, we are hardwired to play it safe. We like to play it safe, don't do any risk. So the answer will be E. The next one, this. If people are aware of what they might lose, they often. So we should search for something about people lose and something like this. Let's search for it. So here our keyword is here. It shows that we invariably take more gambles when threatened with a loss than when offered a reward. So it says that we often do gambles when we are in a bad situation. and we are threatened. So the answer is here. Let's find out which one is our answer. Take chances. Yes, because take chances is the paraphrase of gamble. So the answer will be A. Let's move on to the next. People working under a dominant boss are likely to. So we should search for dominant boss or keyword something like this that talk about a boss who don't listen to people or something like this. Let's find out where is the answer. Here is not. Here says the right kind of leadership will lead to what Calvin calls captainits, the regrettable tendency of team members to opt out of team responsibilities that are probably theirs. So here is our answer. Says that they don't like to do their responsibilities. So let's find out which one is our answer. Share their ideas, become competitive, get promotion, ignore their duties. So the answer is F. The next one says employees working in organizations with few rules are more likely to. So we should search for employees or boss or manager in our passage with few, and another keyword is rules. So let's find it together. For young learner for whom there are rules, here is our keyword. Was that there were no rules. This environment encouraged a free interchange of ideas. This environment encouraged a free interchange of ideas, which led to more creativity with form, function, and color and materials that revolutionized attitudes to furniture design. So our answer is here. It says environment encourage a free interchange of ideas. So let's find it with which one is our answer. Take chances is not. Share their ideas. Yes, the answer is share their ideas. Because it says this environment encourage a free interchange of ideas. It's the paraphrase of share their ideas. And the last one is these employees whose values match those of their employers are more likely to. So let's search for values and other keywords employer. Here is not. Here is not. Here power used horizontally, not vertically, is much more powerful than any boss speech. So this is that. Employees whose values match those of their employer are more likely. So it says that they are matched together and they have the values which are the same. So here we don't have it. Let's search it again. Here is our answer. As you can see, it says that research shows that the fit between employees' values and the company's values make a difference to what contribution they make and whether 2 years after they join, they are still at the company. So it says that if the values are the same, they will stay in the company. The answer will be get promotion, become competitive, and the answer will be this one, remain in their jobs. G is our answer. So let's move on to the final type of question, which is yes, no, not given. First one says the physical surroundings in which a person works play a key role in determining their creativity. So let's search for physical surroundings and creativity, which are our keywords. First one, let's read it from the beginning. Says that business survival and companies need to inspire employees to develop new ideas. There are nevertheless people working in luxurious state of art centers designed to simple innovation who find that their environment doesn't make them feel at all creative, and there are those who don't have a budget or much space but who innovate successfully. So it says that it's not about having a big space or having a luxury space to be creative. So it's the opposite of our statement. It says that the physical surrounding in which a person works play a key role in determining their creativity. So the answer will be no. Next one, most people have the potential to be creative. So we should search for creative keyword. So let's read it again. Let's search for creative. Study Harvard Business School show that although some individuals may be more creative than others, almost every individual can be creative in the right circumstances. So the answer is here. Every people can be a creative person, can be creative. Most people have the potential to be creative. The answer is yes. The next one, teams work best when their members are equally matched intelligence. So we should search for intelligence and teamwork to find out our answer. Let's read it. Innovation. Here it was. You can't brief people just by saying we are going in a direction and I'm feeling good with me. Only believes that on leadership, not that because it's called bosses to get it done. It's stimulating proven that three people will be better than one at solving problems, even if that one person is the smart person. Is to prove this point. So here is our answer. It says that it's been scientifically proven that three people will be better than one at solving problems, even if that one person is the smartest person in the field. The question says that team works best when their members are equally matched. So here doesn't talk about match intelligence, so the answer will be not given. The next one, it's easier for smaller companies to be innovative. So as we read this passage, there is anything about comparing small businesses and big businesses or companies. So here we can put not given because we don't talk about any comparison. And the last one, a manager approval of an idea is more persuasive than that of a colleague. So let's search for it. Research shows that, here is our answer, I think. It says that research shows that peer power used horizontally, not vertically, is much more powerful than any boss speech. So here is our answer. It says that a manager approval of an idea is more persuasive than that of a colleague, and in the passage says the opposite one. It says that peer's power used horizontally, not vertically, is much more powerful than any boss speech. So the answer will be no. And that brings us to the end of this video. We covered all 14 questions for passage 3 with full explanation, so you can build real IELTS reading skills, not just guess answers. Remember, when you are faced with multiple question types, find the sections that helps you work through the passage logically. Today, starting from question 27, help us understand the passage step by step. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which IELTS passage you want me to teach next. Until next time, happy studying and good luck with your IELTS.